Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and fine day to you. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Barnacules. This is the 9th day in a row that I've done this without fault. It's probably like some kind of record of my life. I am completely exhausted. I feel like I didn't sleep last night, which is strange because I should have slept quite a bit. And I'm tired, so it's gonna be an interesting morning. I took my Adderalls, my rich people meth, and I'm waiting for it to kick in. And I'm drinking my coffee with all you guys. Thank you for showing up to my live stream. This has been a blast and an honor to do. And today's stream is sponsored by, well, you guys. You guys sponsor this stream. Through your tips, through your patronage over on Patreon, through your little bit sprinklings, through your nice comments, and through you actually watching my videos on my YouTube channel, you guys support me so that I can sit here every morning and just jibber jab on the internet for a couple of hours. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let me turn those notification sounds up just a little bit so that you guys can hear what's happening when you follow and when you tip and when you do all those good things. Then you guys get rewarded. Although I need to see, why aren't the notifications coming out? I hear the sounds, but I don't see the notifications on the screen. I messed with a bunch of crap this morning, guys, as you might have noticed. Let me find the Moxie Overlay. Hold on, where's Moxie Overlay? Here, get over there. I hear the sound. Do you guys hear the sound? I hear the sound, but the overlay is not working. Why is the overlay not working? Okay. Well, welcome to the show where we troubleshoot problems for the first 15 minutes because that's what real live streamers do. Guys, you might notice that this morning we are in glorious 60 frames per second broadcasting from a Sony FDR AX53 handy cam. It's even image stabilized, but it doesn't matter because it's on a tripod. I don't know, maybe if I bang on the desk. And I figured out what the problem was. Yesterday we were streaming at 30 frames per second because there is an option in the menu on the camera that overlays all those little menus and stuff that you guys were seeing when I was changing the configuration. For some reason, when you put those menu overlays on, it drops the HDMI output to 30 frames per second. I mean, who knows why? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Let's see here. Unwell Skellington, thank you for the 18 bits. Thank you, Tin Clay, for the bits. And thank you, WizNat, for the bits. If you guys don't know what bits are, well, I don't know what you're doing on Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, bits are a way to tip a broadcaster without spending money. Unless you buy bits, in which case then you did spend money. But you can get bits just by watching ads and stuff like that. Rocker J Man, thank you for the 1,000 bits. He said, told you I'd make it here. Can't hang out along with classes. Enjoy your coffee, man. Thank you so much. And you just bought me another coffee after this. And I appreciate that so much, you do not even know. So today, as you guys know, I never have any topics on the show. I don't plan to ever have any real topics on the show. I mean, well, actually, I'm not going to say that. You never want to say never. Never want to say never in this business. But to give you guys an idea, I'm a little punchy in the beginning of the show, but then I wake up as the show goes on, because I literally woke up 30 minutes ago, got in a shower. My wife made me a cup of coffee and this wonderful breakfast. You guys want to see this wonderful breakfast? That is eggs on toast. I can only eat half of it, though, because my stomach is a little uneasy in the morning. But at least I got some food in me, so that's a new thing. Usually I don't eat food until the afternoon. Like yesterday, I didn't eat until like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. And by that time, I'm just raging. Whoa, somebody just made it just rain bits all over the place. Oh, it's on the delay stream. There we go. Coming in. I see that's 22 bits from Bircharm Gaming. Thank you so much. I'm still trying to figure out why the notifications are not working. Muxie, what did you mux up? So when you guys hear those sounds, that means the one sound is followed, the other sound is subscribed. So that was a subscriber. Okay, that popped up on the screen. Okay, that worked. That worked. Welcome, Zeres. Said, keep it up, man. 1 million sub this year, Jay. Watch out. Oh, I ain't going to catch Jay. Jay is gone. They're, of course, talking about Jay's 2 cents, the amazing custom PC builder in my honorary family. He's really taken off since he worked... And his success, I'm not saying his success is because of any particular person. I'm not even going to say it, actually, who gave him a little bump. But he's the one that's carrying it. He's the one that's doing the great things. Do you guys like having this little Barnacules Nerdgasm thing, like, up there in the corner? Or is that just really annoying? Should I just, like, throw it away? Hey, stop that. Okay, where are we going to put that thing? I don't know. I don't know why I put branding on the channel. I mean, it's a live stream, right? You guys are here. You know what it is. Let's see here. Michael gave 5 bits. He said, is Adderall and coffee safe? Yes, I actually take a very low dose of Adderall, and my doctor informed me that I'm allowed to have 2 cups of coffee a day with it. but no more. 2 cups of coffee or 1 energy drink is what he said is okay with the Adderall. Any more of that, and I'll probably be dead. Let's see here. Greg just asked me on Skype if I'd come over today. Greg, of course, you guys know him. Gax10, the guy that does all the programming stuff with me. We're actually going to bring back Codegasm together. It's going to be really, really cool. I know you guys are waiting for Codegasm. I apologize it's taken so long, and it's going to take a little bit longer, but it is going to happen. It is really and truly going to happen. So, guys, let's see. Where do we want to start this morning? I'm going to pull up chat. Hold on. That's a party foul on my part. I didn't pop out chat. So I'm going to go down and pop out the chat. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jerry. I also go by Barnacules. That's an amalgamation of Barnacle and Hercules. There's a long story behind that if you guys want to hear it sometime. And I do a technology YouTube channel. It's got about almost 900,000 subscribers, where I talk about 3D printing and unboxing things and technology and just generally doing weird stuff. Like, for instance, yesterday I went to Urban Float in Kirkland, which is a float deprivation tank place. It's a really, really cool place. Where you lay in like a sensory deprivation pod floating in essentially salt water. It's not, it's magnesium sulfate water. But anyways, you float in this really like dense water. And you feel like you're weightless because of the way that they do the temperature with the air and the water. Well, we took it to the next level and slapped some VR goggles on, and that video is up on the channel right now. I teamed up with Cap and Design TV and Glitch to create a 3D experience of floating in space, and that's what we used, and it was freaking amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So now we're trying to get better equipment so that we can have another go at it. So if you guys want to go pester old Joe Rogan over on Twitter today, yeah, you guys all know who Joe Rogan is. Everybody on Earth knows who Joe Rogan is. He's really big into float tanks. So if you send him a link to that video and you get his attention, I'd be mighty appreciative because I think he would absolutely get a kick out of what we did. Thank you, Ravantos. He said, keep up the good work. He just tipped $5. Thank you. Your guys' tips, your patronage, everything goes towards me explaining to my wife that I do actually have a job and I don't just sit upstairs in my underwear and live stream. Okay, I'm not wearing my underwear right now. I actually am wearing pajama pants, but there are no underwear underneath it. See, so let your imagination run wild on that one. Unwell Skellington, thank you for the 23 bits. He said, how bad did it sting when you stepped in the salt water with your cut foot? I'm not gonna lie, it hurts like hell, dude. So in the video, what he's talking about is in the video, Eugene got it the worst though. He had a bunch of cuts on his feet, and he didn't put enough Vaseline over them because that's what you do. Is if you shave or you have irritated skin, you put Vaseline on it before you get in the float tank, and it protects you from the salt water. Well, Eugene didn't do a very good job. He got in. It hurt like hell. You could tell too. He's in searing pain. I actually had to leave some of it out of the video because of the expletives he was using and talking about demons doing certain things to his feet. But basically, I did the same thing. I climbed in the tank after putting some Vaseline on a big cut I had on my pinky toe. And I didn't put enough Vaseline on either, and oh my god, it was painful. So I had to get out, wash it out, put more Vaseline in it, and then it was good to go. All right, D. Carmich said, what has your experience been with the FDR AX53? Of course, he's talking about the Sony camera you're watching me on right now. Sorry. Would you want a pro-grade camera for professional productions? Okay, I flip-flopped on this a lot, guys. Excuse me while I blow my nose here. I have flip-flopped on this a lot. Okay, I want a pro camera. I really do. I would love to have a Panasonic DVX200 or an FS5 or even a ring above that and go with like a Red Epic. You know, not like one of the crazy new ones like not the Dragon. What's the new one? The Red Weapon. I don't need a Red Weapon. I don't need AK. Not Linus here. But I do want a good camera. But let me tell you something that happens when you get a good camera. And I know this from experience because I used to produce my channel with a Canon 5D Mark III, which just the body was $3,500. I got rid of all my DSLR equipment. Now I shoot on these handy cams, which are about $1,000. Now, the reason I do that is because the DSLRs are harder to handle. They can't record as long. They don't have good built-in image stabilization. You have to get lenses that have image stabilization. It's still not nearly as good as the Handycam. The Handycam's literally got a gimbal in it. There's a lot of perks to the Handycam. Battery life. The thing goes forever on a single battery. It can record continuously until the memory card runs out. These are all things that the DSLRs struggled with. But the pro-grade cameras handle well, but the pro-grade cameras are a lot bigger and they're fragile. You have to be careful with them. You don't need to be banging them around and dropping them on the floor because you can't really, handle that. So I prefer these little cameras that if I accidentally run it over with my car, I'll only cry for 10 minutes instead of 2 days. And then I can go get the next fancy little Handycam. But there is a trade-off, guys. You'll notice The video quality probably looks excellent for a live stream, but for a video production, it's not as good as a pro cam. Like, if you go watch Jay's 2 Cents stuff, or you go watch Austin Evans, or you go watch Linus Tech Tips, you can see the video has absolutely no noise in it. The edges, there's no chromatic, whatever the abbreviation, chromatic, whatever the hell, the where you see lines around lines and stuff, that the cheaper cameras like this do. But at the end of the day, I find that professionalism only goes so far. Professional production might be good for catching the eye of somebody, but for me, I'd like my personality to speak for what I do. So that's why I try not to put so much emphasis on the equipment. But, big but here, if Sony was to send me an FS5 or an FS7, or Red was going to send me an Epic, or, I think Epic's discontinued now, but if Red sent me a camera, hell yes, I would use it. I would be stupid not to use it, but I'm not going to invest a massive amount of money. And to be quite honest, I don't have the money to invest in really heavy hitter gear right now. I'm not gonna say woe is me, I'm doing terrible online. I'm not. I'm actually making a decent amount of money. I'm supporting my family. I'm doing the right things and moving forward. But I'm not making crazy professional camera money yet. And even if I do, I don't know if I'd want to spend it on crazy professional camera money. I think I'd rather spend it on, a cool vacation for my family that's had to put up with me for all these years. Let's see. I am bro 690 said, keep up the great work. He, of course, subscribed with his Twitch Prime. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you get a Twitch Prime subscription for free. So if you hit the subscribe button on my channel, you can select your Twitch Prime if it's not already allocated to somebody else, and it will give your Twitch Prime to me for 1 month, and you can choose to come back a month later and renew it if you want. It does not auto-renew. That being said, though, do not give me your Twitch Prime subscription if I am not the person that entertains you on Twitch. If there's somebody on Twitch that's way better and you're literally just camped out here because you're burning time, then give it to somebody else. That's fine. Cryptic just subscribed with his Twitch Prime for the 2nd month in a row. Thank you, Cryptic. We got Michael 088 piece. He just gave 5 bits. He said, I have hallucinated in a tank before. No VR like Joe does. Oh, have I hallucinated? I haven't. Well, it depends on your definition of hallucination. I haven't hallucinated in the sense of I opened my eyes and I saw like vivid dragons and stuff coming at me and stuff like that, like you do on like an acid trip or something like that. What I have done, though, is laid there with my eyes open and felt like I was in a dream state where I was visualizing things in my mind. I wasn't seeing them so much with my eyes, but the detail that I could get from my mind was a lot more, that had a lot more fidelity than if I was just sitting back in a chair pondering about the days of old. So the float tank does shut down enough of your sensory, which is what it's supposed to do, enough of your sensory to enjoy. And that's why the VR is such a cool experience, because in virtual reality, you constantly have the weight of the world, the wind blowing across your skin, the sounds, the vibrations, everything in the room contributes to pulling you away from the virtual experience. Well, when you're floating in space in a virtual experience and you're floating in a pod where you have no vibrations, no sound, and you feel weightless and you can't feel anything against your skin, it quite literally leaves your brain with one choice, and that is to believe everything that it sees. And so it makes the experience really freaking cool. We got a top cheer in from Rocker J-Man 222, 1,000 bits. Thank you. We'll see if somebody beats him today. Yesterday, the top cheer was actually 10,000 bits. That's a lot of bits, though. You guys don't have to donate 10,000 bits unless you're like, you got that Dubai money. If you got that Dubai money, you can drive a Lambo to my house and put, paint tip on the side of it and just pull it up and leave it there. Just try to use paint I can wash off. I'd appreciate it. Sam VO3 just subscribed to this Twitch Prime. Welcome. Chris Mitt 2002 just subscribed with his Twitch Prime. You guys are completely awesome. We got MC AFGR just cheered 55 bits. Mr. SM4SH, Mr. Smash? Is that Mr. Smash? To be honest, I don't pay enough attention to the video to really notice the difference in your video quality versus Jay or Linus's. I don't think it really matters that much. Now here, I'll tell you this. If you're in a window, if you're in windowed mode on YouTube, it really doesn't make a difference. It honestly doesn't. I've seen people shoot stuff on their cell phones that looks absolutely gorgeous. It's when you blow it up on a 50-inch screen at 4K that it starts looking a little wonky. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I uploaded my channel in 4K. But if you look at the quality, the 4K honestly isn't that much better than 1080p, because even though the camera I use has a 4K sensor, the 4K sensor picks up so much more noise because it's not a really good 4K sensor. It picks up so much more noise that at the end of the day, once you're done with the processing and everything, it doesn't look that much better than 1080p. In a couple of cases with these cameras, you can even take 1080p and upscale it to 4K, and it looks just as good, if not better. There's actually a couple of cameras Linus even found that looked better in 1080p up-res to 4K via Premiere or Final Cut or whatever software you're using. It looked better up-resed by the computer than it did up-resed by the camera. Sabers Light, thank you for the $10 tip. You are amazing. Love your content. Keep up the good work. I will try my best. And thank you to each and every one of you guys. How many we got? 639. Wow, today's a heavy day. I guess actually scheduling the event does bring all the nerds to the yard. Our record so far in the 9 days that I've done the show is 700 live viewers that we hit for a brief period of time. Curious to see if we can beat that today. Kalo just tipped $5. He said, I literally floated in the Dead Sea yesterday and it was crazy. It's different than a pond too. I would suggest that you guys ever have the chance. I have never floated in the Dead Sea. I've never seen the Dead Sea. But my friend Greg actually has to go to Israel constantly for work. And he's floated in the Dead Sea a couple of times. And he said it's crazy buoyant. He said you can't sink even if you want to. It's like, so I think the Dead Sea might actually be as buoyant, if not more buoyant, than the pods that I floated. Desmond Bradley, Bradley gave 100 bits. He said ISO, old outdated parts to provide free PCs to children in need, RAM, graphics cards, hard drives, etc. Rutherford, NC. So if you are near Rutherford, NC, please reach out to Desmond Bradley in chat. He is actually rounding up old parts to help kids, and that's I will always help the kids. Moving on up through here, we've got Alien just tipped 200 bits. He said, Jerry, you're awesome. One of my favorite YouTubers, including me and so many great YouTubers. Jay, Kyle, Paul, Joe, Bill, just to name a few. Are you talking about Bill Duran? Bill Duran's freaking amazing balls. Punish Props. Oh, that guy is amazing. There are so many talented people here on the internet that I actually feel about this big most of the time. But you guys help to build my artificial ego, and I appreciate it. Let's see here. Bent Like Its Maker just subscribed for the 3rd month in a row. He said, hell, you will always have my subscription. You know, Bent Like Its Maker, I'm not going to hold you to that. No way would I hold that to you. If you ever find somebody that you like more than me, the new guy on the block, the guy that needs help, the guy that I'm not going to be mad if you give me your Twitch Prime. I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I am for supporting the community. Guys, of course I have to make a living. Of course I have to make a living, and I want to make a good living. I don't want to live in this 1,500 square foot house that's like falling apart and all the door handles are breaking. I'm not even kidding. The door handles are all broken now. It's like literally the door handles like had a perfect expiration date because the front door handle, the pantry door handle, and the handle on my bedroom door all failed within 3 days of each other. Like, how does that happen? That's 15 years of use. Isn't that a little strange? I found that really strange. Daniel George just donated $1 or tipped $1. I need to say tip instead of donate, and I'll tell you guys why. Because a donation implies that I don't have to pay taxes on it. But here in the United States, the IRS thinks that if you give me $1, they better get their 30 cents. Like, that's just the way that they roll. And I think that's stupid because you could literally give me $1 and I could give you $1 back. I'd pay 30 cents, then I'd give you the rest back. You'd pay the 15 cents on that, then you get back to me. I'd pay the 7.5 cents on that, and it would just go back and forth until the government had all the money. Tell me why that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe we need to be a church. Do you guys want me to found the church of Barnacules Nerdgasm? That might actually be a realistic option. Be like, welcome, my children, to the church of Barnacules Nerdgasm. Floweth unto me your bits and your tips so that I may not pay taxes on them to the federal government. Because we pray to the almighty cardboard box that most times says Amazon on the side of it. But anyways, you guys get it. I digress. You get it. And just for the record, I can say I digress. Jay did not invent I digress, although he does I digress a lot. Let's see here. Trolling for Dollars says, Bits, please shout out Houston's streams. Trolling for Dollars, I do you one better. I actually auto-host Puget Systems. So if Puget System is streaming and I'm not streaming, my channel actually broadcasts Puget Systems. That's how much I love Puget Systems. Okay, back to Daniel George. He wanted to know what the boxes are behind me. You guys want to see what's in the boxes? Okay. So this is a battery charging brick to charge 4 batteries simultaneously for my DJI Mavic Pro quadcopter. This is a battery adapter so that I can use my DJI Mavic batteries as USB power pack. These are 2 intelligent flight batteries for the DJI Mavic. You see in a pattern here? This is 4 sets of propellers. And I don't know what's in this. Hold on. I don't know. Should I open it? Should you guys want to see a live unboxing? I can do that if you guys want. Just let me know. Oh, man. Still sick. I've been sick for the last 2 days. But the odd thing is, usually when I start to get sick, I get like full-blown AIDS. And I didn't for some reason this time. And I think it has something to do with me live streaming every day and waking up at a normal hour and using my vocal cords and getting my energy level up early in the day has actually boosted my immune system. Thank you, Mr. Renegade, for the 60 bits. We have Andinator just tipped $5. Said, "Hey, Barnacules, love the quality of content. Please keep up the awesome work. You rock. Great. Greet Xander from me. You got a great fan base here in Switzerland. Cheers." I will absolutely greet Xander for you. For you guys that don't know, Xander is my son. He is a 7-year-old boy. He is in the autism spectrum, but very lightly. He's like, as a matter of fact, he just lost his IEP, which is his individual education program at school, which means he can now take all the same classes, do all the same tests, and do everything that the other kids can do. He doesn't have any special treatment whatsoever. And to a parent like me, that is the most amazing thing in the world to hear that. It honestly is. All right, so looking at the chat up here, it says the tip bar is not working. It's not? Oh, the tip bar isn't working. What gives, Moxie? Damn it, Moxie. Hold on. I'm going to make it work. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Moxie Overlay. Here, let me try this one. What's that? Okay, the bar disappeared. Okay, how do I refresh the bar? Is there a refresh button here? Let's see here. Refresh cache of current page. Here we go. Oh, there. It worked. Yes, I did a thing and it worked. There we go. We are up to $27 of my lofty $400 goal. And you guys might be like, oh my God, what kind of greedy bastard has a $400 a day goal? That'd be a richer. Well, guys, I actually went through and did the math, and actually $400 a day, once I pay taxes, once I pay my insurance, once I pay my 401k, and once I pay into my kids' college fund, that's more like $100 a day. Just FY. And so, a lot of people online aren't realistic about the amount of money they make. And this is sad. I'm going to tell you guys. Okay, so we talked a little bit yesterday, because I know a lot of you guys are aspiring to be streamers yourself and aspiring to be YouTubers yourself. And I want to enable you guys to do that. Because honestly, you're not my competition. And the reason, well, you are. But the reason why you're not my competition is because there's already 10,000 new channels a day starting on YouTube. There's already like 2,000 or 3,000 new live streams starting every day on Twitch. I'm actually doing the community a favor by helping you guys to succeed so that you stop just coming onto the platform, creating crap channels, getting discouraged, getting mad, yelling at the community, and leaving. So I'm going to help you, okay? I'm going to help you. You need to sit down and figure out how much money you need to survive. And that's not paycheck to paycheck. You need to figure out, you have to have a buffer, you have to have retirement, you have to figure all those things out and figure out how much you realistically need to make and set that as a goal. I know so many live streamers that live paycheck to paycheck on the platform. And unless you're really huge and you're making 8 times what you need to actually survive, you're going to get into trouble really quick if you don't plan ahead for that. And you don't have to get all the money from the live stream. You can get it from doing YouTube videos. You can do it from patrons helping you out and hanging out and doing special things like on your Discord servers and stuff like that. There's a lot that you can do to diversify, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. I did that at one time. It was really scary. Almost forced me to go back to a day job behind a desk, and that would have sucked. Let's see here. Jack Douglas just tipped 5 bits. Thank you. Robert US just tipped 100 bits. He said, just for Xander, you no touch. Okay, Xander will get the 100 bits. Xander, hey, I try to do right by Xander. Xander has a Nintendo Switch. I don't know many 7-year-old kids that have a Nintendo Switch. Kikalani said, $1. You should contact Epson for a review of the Epson Home Cinema 5040 UB. I'm looking at purchasing it and want your opinion. I actually have, you know what? I should do that. I should reach out to Epson because I have a really good contact there. They actually just sent me their goggles. I have their BT300 like augmented reality overlay goggles for flying drones and stuff. It's really, really freaking cool. Let's see. Wiles808 just subscribed to Twitch Prime. He said, thank you for the good videos. Just getting into coding and excited about Codegasm. A lot of people are excited about Codegasm. That was a series I really didn't think was going to go anywhere, but man, that just captivated people. Something about being able to learn how to program in an hour without knowing anything about programming and actually competently somewhat know what you're doing. That's a big deal to a lot of people. Thank you, Big Trucker, for the 1 bit. Every little bit helps. Doesn't matter if it's a bit, 500 bits, 1,000 bits, 10,000 bits, 100,000 bits, or 10 million bits. But just FYI, if it's 10 million bits, I might not stream for a couple of weeks because I'm going to be in Vegas. Totally kidding. Let's see. The Datalist said, you should move to Australia. We don't get so butthurt by taxes. Yeah, but Australia also doesn't let people like me easily move into your country. You guys have crazy, crazy strict immigration laws. I know because I have a couple Australian friends, and they've told me, wow, we are up to 681 live viewers on the platform. We are getting ever so close to beating the record of that day that I had Xander on. Now, I realize it's not realistic to beat that because a lot of people just want to see Xander. I know Xander, he is the most lovable kid everywhere, but I refuse to exploit my son for profit, so he will only be on the show on rare occasions. Let's see here. The Angry Web said, Jerry, any more simulator stuff coming to the channel? Yes, absolutely. The simulator is quite literally right there. You guys see it? It just needs to be built. I need to bolt parts onto it and make it work, okay? That's all I got to do. It seems really easy, but for some reason it keeps eluding me. G said, hey, if you want art done for free for a YouTuber or Twitch, let me know. Hey, G's40, if you do artwork, that's cool. I would love to get some artwork. Static Fade said, just subscribed, love your work, and anything I can do to support a guy who loves his family as much as you do. Thanks for the content. More bat knife. You guys want some bat knife? Bat knife! Actually, hold on. Let's go to black and white cam for that. You guys ready? You want some black and white bat knife? Everybody's like, what the hell? It's bat knife. No. See, this is 30 frames per second. You see that? This is a Logitech C920, which is actually a great webcam. And then this is Sony FDR AX53 with HDMI raw outputs and AVIO 4K from Epiphan going into a USB 3.0 port on the computer and encoding directly into OBS Studio. I know that's a mouthful, isn't it? But this solution also costs probably 10 times as much as that one. So, you know, pick your value. Keep in mind, I didn't buy this just for live streaming. All this equipment is used to produce the YouTube channel, and I'm just using it for this purpose to make it all pretty and stuff. Blue Screen Viking, thank you for the $1 tip. He said, do you have any tips for making video shots with a phone look good? I have a Samsung Galaxy S7, and I want to give this YouTube thing a shot. Okay, the older Samsung cameras suck. They do. The older ones, believe it or not, specs don't matter in the iPhone, or sorry, not the iPhone, the phone industry. The iPhone, for instance, has a camera that has very crappy specs on paper, but makes a brilliant image because their processing is so good. They're very good at timing the shot so that you get a stable shot and you don't get blur and all that. But, and big but here, the trick is light. If you guys wonder what makes me look good, here, let me give you an example. So let me turn off my lights here. I'm going to show you guys the difference. All right. So how good does this live stream work? Is this an amazing live stream still? So, I mean, are you guys just like, oh my God, it looks so good? No. Light is what's important when it comes to cameras. Even the crappiest camera on earth can produce good video if you have enough light. So focus on your light. So if you're shooting with a cell phone, for instance, where's mine? Like this. The trick is stable. Get some kind of tripod rig and mount it so that it's stable wherever you're shooting. Try to shoot in the mode that gives you the cleanest picture. Some cell phones have a native 4K sensor. Some have a native, like 2 megabit, 1 megabit, 7 megabit, 24 megabit, 50 megabit. Find its native resolution and try to record the closest as that as possible. And go into the settings on your phone and make sure that when you're recording, you are using the lowest possible compression. If you do all of these things, chances are you're going to get a pretty decent video. And if the audio sucks on your camera, don't worry about it. You know what you do? You go get yourself a little $20 audio recorder off Amazon, or hook a lavalier mic externally to your phone through the third pole on the headphone jack, which my iPhone 7 doesn't have. Screw you, Apple, I hate you. What you do is you plug that in, and then when you edit the video, you sync up the audio to the video. And if you use Adobe Premiere, it can do it automatically. So, and once you do that, then you have the video from the cell phone, you have the audio from another cheap source, but you put them together and it actually looks like a professional production. So I hope that little tidbit helps a lot of you guys out with your own personal productions. Thanks you, X Bitwins DKX just gave 200 bits. Thank you so much. Battery Acid gave 100 bits. He said, hey Jerry, have you ever delved into eating organic foods and ditching sugar in favor of fat? My dad lost 40 pounds by only changing his diet. Okay. I can't do that, unfortunately, because I have something called gout. And gout is actually hugely influenced by fat. So I have to be careful about my fat intake. So I can't do like Atkins or something like that. Otherwise, I'd have a club foot. Not to say that I couldn't ever try it. Eventually, once I lose some weight, I'll be able to, the gout should go down, because the gout is actually exacerbated by my weight. Because gout is where uric acid crystals form in your joints in your feet, because your feet are furthest from your heart, and the temperature can drop down to as low as 96 degrees in your extremities, and that is the perfect temperature for uric acid crystals to form. Alex North Sea just tipped $10. He said, hey Jerry, if there's a Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, then you should start the Church of the Unholy Nerdgasm. Love the channel, man. Joined for the Patreon. Joined your Patreon page. Thank you for your Patreon support. If you guys want to help me out on Patreon and get a special role on my Discord server, which I get on every morning before the stream and after the stream, head on over to patreon.com/Barnacules. There is a link down in the panel. I don't think it's not called a video description, is it? It's down in the panel. Norway Ultimate Gamer said, can you make your own 3D printing plastic? No. No, I can't, because I would need an extruder to do that. But I have thought about getting a fill extruder to play around with it, because then I could make filament out of like melted down plastic bottles and stuff. Blue Screen Viking, oh, already answered him. Thank you. Scrolling up through the feed, Mr. Renegade gave 50 bits. He said, so I'm taking a lesson from your book, and me and my wife are registering as an LLC right this moment because taxes sucks. That is very smart, guys. if you make a decent amount of money online or any self-employment, doesn't matter if it's online, doesn't matter if you're doing live streams, doesn't matter if you're doing YouTube. If you make a significant amount of money, talk to a tax attorney. I know they're expensive. Talk to a tax attorney and form a company. Form an LLC or an S Corp, depending on what your needs are and what best benefits what you're doing. And do that, because honestly, I didn't do that for 2 years, the last 2 years. I just did it. And both of those 2 years, the IRS literally stuck a hot poker in my butt and twisted it. I mean, it hurt. I mean, I like nothing. It was terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I can still taste it in my mouth. It was that bad. But if you do it right and you get the right people to educate you on where to put your money, and you don't take all your money out of the company, just like with your regular job, you put stuff away into retirement and stuff like that, and you do it properly, then the government won't kill you as bad on the taxes. Lord 10 Fingers, thank you for the 256 bits. For 256 bits, you should have asked a question, though, bro. Come on, I would have answered your question. Thank you, Adam X Gaming 17, for subscribing with your Twitch Prime, and welcome. This is your first month on the channel, and I appreciate it. Cowick 219 just gave 25 bits. Thank you. Real Punks, thank you for the follow. Remind, thank you for the follow. And Mr. Speedy Run, thank you for your second in a row Twitch Prime subscription. Love your channel. You guys are freaking amazing balls this morning. All right, we are going to head up to the chat because, and after I blow my nose here. Oh, wow. Hate it when you blow your nose and it like tugs on your tonsils. It's like the booger holding onto your tonsil going, no, I don't want to come out of your nose. Stop, Uncle Barnacules. Let's see here. Japman, Barnacules, staff chat. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm heading over to staff chat. All right, I am in staff chat. I am here. Okay, so I have my mods on Twitch are also over on Discord on my channel in the staff chat channel, and apparently I forgot to go in there. So, and they can't tell me to stop banging on the desk if I don't do that. Norway Ultra Gamer just tipped $1. He said, I have a Philistruder and it's amazing when you get the hang of it. Yeah, I can imagine that there's a learning curve to the Philistruder. It actually doesn't look like you just put plastic in and it pops out filament. You probably got to get the pull rate and everything just right. Let's see here. Kazurkawiniak. You just mashed the keyboard, bro. Just admit it. You mashed the keyboard to come up with that name. 200 bits. He said, Jerry, have you ever thought about switching to Linux or doing development on the platform? I find myself it's much better experience due to better console, out-of-the-box virtual desktop, all the custom shortcuts, etc. Running Arch Linux here. By the way, you should try. Okay, dude, you should work for Linux. You should honestly work for Linux. Actually, here, we're going to do a Linux commercial right now. Are you tired of Windows? Are you tired of booting your computer up and looking at a flag that doesn't look like a flag, but it's kind of like a window, but it's more like a flag, just staring you in the eyes while your computer boots? Are you sick of Microsoft knowing what kind of underwear you buy and what kind of porn you watch? Well, you are in luck because today you can run Linux. There are 4,000 different distributions to choose from, and each one of them has a special little difference, usually in the UI, because everything in the prompt is just about the same. And it's just as easy to use as Windows. If you've never used Windows before, which everybody's actually used Windows. But anyways, to answer your question, I love Linux. Absolutely love Linux, and I want to see Linux thrive. But realize that I have 15 years experience in developing for Microsoft technologies, including the .NET platform, the ASP.NET platform, using IIS, which is their web service, using their version of SQL. I have way too much time invested in those technologies to just up and leave and go to another platform. But, and a big but here, I'm not above starting the transition. And let's just say I have. Not to my desktop running Linux so far, but I do have a Linux VM that I do play in. And I am trying to find scenarios that are specific to Linux. So if you guys have any scenarios that are 100% specific to Linux, things that you can only do on Linux that there is no Windows counterpart, let me know over on Twitter. You can tweet me. I'm at Barnacules over there. I'm pretty much at Barnacules everywhere. But I would love to know what things, like even if it's programs people have written for Linux that do a very unique thing. They can't be done on Windows. Well, they could be done on Windows, but hasn't been done on Windows. Let me know. I'm very, very curious about that. Because the more unique stuff that I can do on a platform, the more exciting it's going to be for me. Let's see here. Going up to the chat. So you guys probably see me like whipping my head around like crazy, right? All right, well, I'm going to show you guys why. You guys want to see why I'm whipping my head around like crazy? All right, make sure all my porn tabs are closed. Okay, so let's pull cam 2. And it's not really a black and white camera. I just made it this way. It's because up there I have chat on a 30, I think it's a 32-inch ultrawide or 37-inch ultrawide, I can't remember. And then over there I have my Moxie bar and I have my staff chat over on Discord. And then over here I've got my live stream to monitor it, and then I've got the live output to reel right there with the channel. So to all the people that say that there's no way I could utilize 3 4K screens and a 2K screen, yes I can. I do every single day. Every single day. And those 4K screens that you guys saw, if you're not familiar with my YouTube channel, those are 50-inch Samsung 4K screens. They are not monitors. They are, in fact, TVs that I've converted to monitors. And what I mean by converting to monitors is I color calibrated them myself, and they have monitor stands that I installed on them instead of TV stands, so they are adjustable. The only Xenix said, why the black and white? I don't know. Why not? I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a black and white cam. Do you guys not like black and white cam? If you guys hate black and white cam, say, I hate black and white cam in chat, and if enough of you guys do it, I'll go turn the color back on it. Let's see. D. Carmich, actually, he just asked the question, what type of mounting are you using on the screen? Actually, custom stands. If you go to YouTube and you do a search for Barnacules monitors, you should see the first link should be my video of converting my TVs to monitors. Let's see here. You should look into a Chatty program. It's pretty neat. You can set up your own custom highlights, etc. Is that like Chatty for this? I've got a bot in here somewhere. Curry Imp just said make Nor. Make noir? Is that like film noir? Noir? Make noir? Okay, I'm confused, but I think I get what you're going for there. Let's see. Okay, I'll send you some art on Twitter. Thank you, G's40. We got Senpai Cam. All right, we can call it Senpai Cam. Actually, I like that. Let's do that. So let's head over here. I'm using OBS Studio right now. We're going to make Senpai Cam. So here I'm going to add some text. All right. So we're going to call this Senpai Cam. And then we're going to go Senpai Cam. And then we're going to click OK. And where's the text? Oh, here it is. There it is. Senpai Cam. All right. There we go. It's really that simple. OBS Studio is actually a fantastic piece of software. Let me go ahead and fix the font. We are going to change it to a larger font so it's not as blurry. And we're going to make it impact. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I got a Star Wars font on here. Let's see if we can find the Jedi font. There we go. Okay. You guys ready for this? A Senpai Cam. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? You ready? Here we go. I'm going to shrink this down. And we're going to just stick it up here in the corner. Although it's kind of hidden up there. It looks actually a contrast better right there. So there you go. Now you guys have helped me build Senpai Cam. So now when I switch between face, which is regular cam, hi, and then we go Senpai Cam. Senpai Cam. Oh, wow. I just glanced over and noticed something. We have 708 live viewers now. That means that we have officially broken the previous record of every other live stream. You guys are awesome. The Terrius Python just gave $1. He said, look in staff chat and read it. Your tip bar is hiding donation notifications facepalm. Uh-oh. The tip bar? Wait, the tip bar is hide. Oh, here, I'll put it down here. Sorry. Hey, guys, I learn as I go here, okay? So apparently what was happening is the tip bar was up there. When people were putting bits in the cup, it was covering their message. I apologize. That was an egregious error. Let's see here. Daniel Giorgio said, tipped $1, said, unbox the package. Okay, sorry, I got off track. Here is the package. Here's Bat Knife. Wait, where's Bat Knife 2? Did I already lose it? Oh, here we go. So, guys, this is Bat Knife 1.0. Okay, it's water jet and sharpened. Actually, a fan sent this to me years ago. That's the original Bat Knife. And this is Bat Knife 2.0. Also sent from a fan. And you can flip it around and go... And now it's like a batleth. You guys watch Star Trek, right? Batleth? Klingons? Come on. All right. I'm going to guess that every single one of you guys knows what that is. You don't get on the internet using Twitch and stuff at 8 in the morning unless you know what a batleth is. Okay. All right. Well, we're going back to old school style. Let's see here. Sword Zasher said, just subscribe. He said, I subbed. Please say hi to me. Of course I'll say hi to you. I tried to say hi to every one of my subscribers because I love you guys. And I use your money to feed myself and to put gas in my car and to buy my son things and to buy myself things and to buy my wife things and to eat and to pay bills and to do things. Yeah. Alien, cheered 100 bits, said if electricity comes from electrons, does morality come from morons? That's deep, dude. That's deep, but I don't think morality comes from morons. I know it rhymes, but I'm fairly certain that a double-blind study will prove that is not in fact true. Michael McAllister, he said, changed my username from Michael088PC for you so my Moxie tips make sense. You couldn't find me yesterday. There we go. Michael McAllister, hello. Now that you don't got some crazy name. I don't know why you guys get these crazy names on here. Thank you, Evasion Gaming, for the follow. Thank you, everybody, for the follow. Taravine, thank you. Grady Guts, Stokely, Tal, Zaji. Thank you, Come On 159. Thank you, Mr. Viking. Thank you, Norse Gunner. Thank you, Sir Tickle Tits. Is your name really Sir Tickle Tits? That's the great. Okay, you win. You're the new greatest name on Twitch, Sir Tickle Tits. Bad Divinity, thank you for the follow. Thank you, PFC Danes D. Thank you, Mala, for the follow. Thank you, Remind, for the follow. Thank you, Real Punks, for the follow. Thank you. And thank you, Jack Douglas, for your 5 bits. And thank you, Saber's Light, for the $5 that he tipped just for Bad Knife. Actually, Bad Knife needs to be like Senpai Cam, huh? There we go. Bad Knife. All right, plus it's probably better cam to do this anyways. All right, so I'm going to move this right here. I'm going to point this cam down. And we are going to do a live unboxing. Whoa, look at the edge. The edge on that box looks so sharp from the black and white. All right, we're going to open this up. You guys ready? Na 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 bat knife, bat knife. I can't do the regular bat knife song because I blew my voice out and I can't hit highs right now. All right, what do we got in here? All right. Ooh, you know what this is? You guys want to know what this is? This is a Mavic shoulder pack. So believe it or not, this tiny little bag here will hold all my batteries, my Mavic, the remote control, and everything I need for a drone that can literally fly 4 miles at a speed of 46 miles an hour. All fits in this little pack. DJI, you did a great job. Now, I'll be the first to call DJI out on their bullshit. They've released some products that had some pretty egregious issues, usually in software more than hardware. But I have to say that the Mavic is the best drone I've ever flown. And they didn't pay me to send that. Well, they did send me a drone, but everybody sends me a drone. So, see, that's the difference. That's how you can tell if somebody is a biased reviewer or not. If you ever wonder if somebody's a biased reviewer, if they've ever only reviewed one brand of something, then chances are until they review another brand, they're probably somewhat biased because it's their only experience. Case in point. I've only ever used, well, actually, that's not true. My Synology NAS, I've used free NAS, but Synology is the only real NAS I used. And I loved it. But then I got a QNAP product that I'm going to review. So now I've got a base of comparison. So, and I think that that's really important. It doesn't matter if a company sends a reviewer a sample to review. What matters is that they have a broad perspective on what their expectations are and if their expectations are being met. Does that make sense? And I was looking at the wrong camera there. I'm sorry. That is a rookie mistake. I'm just kidding. There are no rookie mistakes on here. This is Twitch. People love rookie mistakes. All right, flying through. Unwell Skellington gave another 200 bits. He said, I'm attempting to print the platform you did a video on my Wanhao i3 2.1. The Wanhao is actually a 3D printer, and the platform he's talking about is a platform jack that I printed as one piece that actually has moving parts. It's quite good. And Unwell Skellington, I guarantee you it's going to work. Desmond Brady just said we're up to 740. No, we were up to 750 live viewers, so we were blowing every previous show out of the water, and this is on a Thursday of all days, which I find strange. I would have thought the weekends probably would have been the best days, but you guys are freaking awesome. Heading on over here, Deddy said, just tipped $1. He said, so I'm back to complaining. Sir Barney, yes, you. 5 days and still no foam block under the microphone table beater. May you and your family have an awesome... Okay, you know what? We're going to solve this right now. Screw this. All right, we're switching to Senpai Cam. And I don't have my stream deck hooked up yet. I need to review that today. I'm doing that after the alt stream, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Okay, so I bang on the desk and I piss everybody off every single episode. So I need to find a piece of soft foam to put under this microphone. So you guys just hold your horses and calm your titties while I find a piece of foam to put under this microphone over here. Let's see. I just have piles of stuff on my floor here in the nerd cave. Hey, what do you guys think? You like my jammy pants? Is that pretty sweet? All right, I'm gonna walk over here and look at my closet. There's got to be a piece of foam. There has got. Come on, I'm a freaking reviewer, and there's no. Well, there's this foam, but that's too big. That's huge. I don't want that. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Here's 2 pieces of foam. Okay, this foam might be too dense, but we're gonna try it. All right, so we're going to do the test live here on stream. You guys ready? Okay, without the foam. Okay, so that's the no foam test. All right, let's try it with the foam. I'm going to go ahead and dig the legs of my tripod into the foam blocks. Give me a sec here. Because I also do a series on YouTube called Jerry Rigged, where I just take stuff that wasn't designed for things and use it for other things. It's actually been a really successful series. And Let's see. That didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Okay, hold on. That's going to fall over. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Regrouping. Okay, so I got to find a way to get 2 into that one and 1 into this one. All right, hold on here. You guys want to see what I'm doing? You're probably like, what the hell is he doing? I'm trying to get the legs. There we go. To penetrate into the foam to hold the microphone. There we go. All right. Let's rotate her. It's a little front heavy now. Come on. You know what? All right. Plan B. I'm just gonna make a little table and set it on the little foam table like that. Although that's not tall enough. Flip it around like that. There we go. All right. You guys are watching brilliance here, by the way. This is like, you know, some people charge for this. God, I certainly hope not. Okay, let's see. Come on. Hey. The legs are too long. All right, here we go. Okay, you guys ready? All right. So now, come on, Senpai Cam. You have one job. All right, you guys ready? Better or worse? Is it better or worse? Is what I want to know. Because now the microphone's up really high. But that's cool. Let's see. I'm waiting for the chat here to confirm if my jerry rig did a better, same, better, same, better, worse. How do you get 50,000? God, you guys suck. Come on, seriously? Better, but only slightly. Okay, see, that's the better way to say it. Like one guy's like worse, everybody's better, and one guy's worse. He's that one guy. I'll blow my nose. Ooh, that was a tonsil tugger. Oh, man. Oh. And the thing, guys, I just roll out of bed and do this every morning. It is a fantastic thing. See what you did to me, Daddy? You completely derailed the whole stream, but thank you so much for reminding me that I need to fix that, because I tried to go through my list of everything I needed to fix this morning, and you know what I missed? The foam block for the microphone. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to install a microphone arm with a shock mount. That's the one thing this little pluggable mic doesn't have, is a shock mount. And it needs a shock mount. So I have a shock mount. I just need to hook it up. And I'm going to stop using the pluggable mic here in the next couple of days, because I'm going to hook up my mixer board. You guys want to see my mixer board? So this is my Yamaha mixer board. I did a whole review on it. I love this thing. The only quirk with it is you have to make sure you use a short USB cable or a really high USB cable. Otherwise, you'll get a random cut in the audio. And in my review, I missed that because I had to use it for weeks to figure it out. But yeah, you just fix it by putting a smaller cable on, or use a better active USB cable. But anyways, that's what I normally hook my amp to. It has a much higher quality amp in it, and I hook a much higher quality mic to it. This is my amateur setup right here. This is just a pluggable mic. It actually sounds really good. You guys probably like the sound of it. It's only like $70 on Amazon. And it's handy for a laptop bag, because obviously I can't take my broadcast solution with me when I'm on the road, but I still want to be able to live stream and record videos and do commentary and stuff like that. So I usually do bring that microphone with me. And when I'm on the road, I usually use my Logitech C920 webcam. Words are not coming together this morning. That's the one I use on the road, but I do want to get the new Logitech webcams. Have you guys seen those new Logitech ones that do, was it 4K 30 and 1080 60? I need to get me some of those. Ashley, thank you so much for your $15 tip. That is beyond generous. She said, my husband and I love your videos, especially Drunk Tech Talk with Jay. Give him a shout out. His name is Josh Waddle. Hey, Josh Waddle, here is your shout out. You are an awesome guy. You can watch this after work too, because the internet records everything I do for posterity, hoping that I'll screw up one day so that you guys can create a scandal out of it and destroy my entire family. God, I wish I was joking about that, but holy crap. Have you guys seen all the crap YouTubers are going through these days? It seems like every other day, one of them is under some kind of attack and some kind of thing, and it's like, I would never want to put Xander through that. Let's see here. Desmond Brady, one bit, he said, a soft foam may work better and only need a ½ inch under each leg. Well, in that case, what if we do this? What if we come over here and grab the soft foam? That's my radio voice, I guess. So soft foam here. Actually, this is the panel for the door that I want to keep. Now, that's insulation. I need to keep that. I can't tear that up. But no, I will find some foam and absolutely do that. Let's see here. Dev Legion said, how is that microphone for picking up keystrokes? My Blue Snowball is horrendous for picking up everything I type. Well, here's the problem. It's not your microphone. Every microphone is going to pick up keystrokes unless it's incredibly near field. Like where you're like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm really close to the microphone so nothing else can be heard. What you need to do is get yourself a keyboard with cherry red switches instead of blues or browns, and then it won't make as much noise when you type. Like this. I have red switches right now. So can you guys hear that? You can hear it a little bit, but it's not crazy. But if those were blue or brown switches, holy crap. Lol and pull rip headphone users. I guarantee pretty much 4 to 5 rip headphone users on every single episode. I just noticed that Bitwin SDK threw down 2,000 bits. I am sorry that I missed you in the Moxie feed. I can see at the top of chat, though, that you are the top cheer at 2,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. You like flooded my cup over there, bro. Let's see here. Scrolling up to the top. Okay, we are through all of the Moxie stuff. Now we're back to the chat because I like to talk to you guys. I like to talk to all of the 711. Ooh, 711 like the store. The 711 of you that are still in the chat right now. Terrius Python just said, viewers, I think we have broken the record. We have indeed broken the record. Today is the record broken for the most views. Bits, we're at 7,000 bits right now. The record for the most bits during a show is 19,700. And we're at $74 for tips. And I think the record for tips was $220. I want to say I think 220 is the current record for tips. So, but it all adds up, guys. It all adds up. Let's see here. Michael McAllister said, you mentioned yesterday that you use Avast. Do you use Avast for standalone scans or real time? Only for standalone scans. I do not use any other real-time virus or malware scanner outside of Windows Defender. And the reason for that is Windows Defender is incredibly lightweight because the filter driver that it uses is built into the file system for the operating system. So it's very lean and mean, and that's something a third-party software developer couldn't do. So it gives Microsoft an advantage there. Surprised Avast hasn't sued them as a monopoly. But anyways, I use Avast for a secondary scan every now and again just to look for malware on my computer. The problem is malware comes in many shapes and sizes, and even if you don't open attachments in email or you download things from web pages, a malicious thing on a web page can seed itself on the computer and find its way to execute through alternate means. This has happened before. Microsoft is not Fort Knox. Windows 10 is not going to protect you from every single little thing that happens, so you have to be on your game. And Avast actually does on occasion catch something, which I think is cool. ComputerWiz64 says he uses Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes is actually a fantastic program, and I believe they make a couple of programs. Let's see, Avast or AVG or Malwarebytes. All of them are good. AVG is good. I used to use AVG back in the day. The only reason I switched to Avast is because I believe Avast had a better feature set for the free license. And I didn't want to have to pay for antivirus software, which sounds terrible because I should pay for it since I use it. I mean, that's but hey, they give away a free version, so that's on them, right? They should put ads in it or something. Somebody said they use Bullguard and Malwarebits. I've never heard of Bullguard. So there's a new one that I haven't heard, Bullguard. I'll have to check that out. Let's see here. Swartz Asher said, how do you make it schedule can only? How do you make it schedule can only? Okay, try again, Schwartz. Sure. I'll try to figure that out. DJ Summerwolf said, I run Avast, Malwarebytes, and Spybot. Oh, actually, Spybot Anti-Beacon is my favorite tool for killing down Windows. Well, actually, Shut Up 10 is now, but they make great programs. Check them out. Hitman Pro, Bitdefender. I remember Bitdefender. I've never used it. McAfee is shit. Yes, McAfee is actually shit. This is what pisses me off. So McAfee and Norton used to be the power players in the virus industry, right? Or not creating them, but rather fixing them. And I feel like they've completely changed to a marketing machine where now their tactic isn't to sell directly to consumers, but rather to go to every single computer manufacturer on earth and just flood them with evaluation licenses to put in their OEM builds so that people are forced to actually buy a license out of fear. And they use a lot of fear mongering in their advertisement. That's why I don't like them. I'm not a big fan. Norton back in the day used to be baller, but I feel like Norton has lost their way. So is McAfee. Your video on Windows 10 spying is why I run SpyBot Anti-Beacon. Thank you, DJ Summer Wolf. If you guys haven't seen my Windows 10 videos, I have about 4 or 5 of them up now that talk about privacy issues, how to fix those privacy issues, and things you should be concerned about with the creator updates and stuff like that. My channel will keep you up to speed on the bullshit that Microsoft is doing. I used to work at Microsoft. I was there for 15 years as a senior software developer in the Windows division, and I was very, very close to the product and worked on everything. I filed bugs, I fixed bugs, I wrote software that found bugs. I did it all while I was there. And I was highly decorated, too. I actually have 2 signed hero awards. I wish they used to be hanging on the wall. I don't know where they ended up. I got to go find them. But one signed by Steve Ballmer and the other one signed by Jim Olchin. If you don't know who those people are, Steve Ballmer used to be the CEO before Satya Nadella of Microsoft. And at the time he signed it, he was actually the vice president. He was not the CEO. And the other guy, Jim Olchin, he was the president of Windows. He was the guy that ran the entire Windows project before. Now that's, of course, Terry Myerson, who I believe came from Walmart. which shows in what Microsoft's doing. Let's see here. Kowicka219 gave tip $10, said, I'm just back from Vegas. So am I. Just got back from NAB a couple of weeks ago. So have some of the Bellagio's money. Wow, you actually won good. I lost. So that'll help equal out the universe. Any plans for the track days this season? Okay, so track day, he means taking my car to the track. I'm scared of Pacific Raceways. I'm not going to lie. I have a lot of friends out at Pacific Raceways that have totaled their car. 3 now, in fact. That have gone off on a corner either up a hill or down a hill and completely totaled their cars. So I'm scared of Pacific Raceways. The track that I prefer is the Ridge. It's near Shelton, Washington. It's got a corkscrew turn like Laguna Seca. It's the only track I know of other than Laguna Seca that has that really sharp, steep corkscrew. And it's got tons of runouts. So the track is incredibly safe for new drivers. Now, my STI right now would not pass tech for the track. It's leaking way too much oil out of the valve cover seals, so I need to get that fixed. So, goal number 1, profit, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to bleed you guys for all of your little dollars and bits so that I can accumulate enough money so that I can go get the engine rebuilt in my Subaru so that I can finally drive it around without getting lightheaded from the exhaust fumes. And you think I'm joking? I actually took my wife for a ride. We went to lunch the other day. I took her to the local restaurant for lunch. And we get in my car, and she rarely rides in my car because she doesn't like the loud noise and everything. But she was feeling frisky, so she jumped in there. I fired it up, and I instantly was like embarrassed because it's like I know she has a sensitive nose and she doesn't like smelly things. And it's like a waft of burning oil just came into the car, and the car literally just smelled like a burning oil diffuser. And I feel so bad. I am sorry, honey, if you're watching. She sometimes watches the show from her cell phone downstairs. Let's see here. Campusto tipped $6. He says 74 bothered me. 74 what? Did I miss something? 74 bothered me. Clarify in chat, please. Let's see, moving up there. Jack Douglas just gave 5 bits. Thank you. Last Hand gave a bit. Thank you. And Alien gave another 100 bits. And he said, why is my Oracle 12c WebLogic server not starting after adding my new ear deployment? Grr, be right back. Got to talk to the systems engineer. Well, that, sir, is because you're running Oracle, and Oracle is stupid. Oracle is just a big old stupid pile of stupid face. I'm just saying that because I don't know anything about Oracle. All I know is they have a competing product, the SQL, that I've never ever used. Let's see here. Swartzwasher says, how do you make a schedule scan only and turn off real-time scanning to use Defender? Oh, what you do is you don't run it. You don't install the real-time components. You say don't install the services. You just install the base thing, and you just open it, and you do a scan every once in a while. I don't actually do it on a schedule. I actually open it and proactively scan, usually when I suspect that something might have gotten onto the box. Let's see here. We got Warchild Triari says, what headset mic would you recommend for doing voiceover quality gaming broadcasts? Nah, you're not going to find a lot of headset mics that can do broadcast quality, but the closest that I've seen is the Mod Mic 5. The Mod Mic 4 sounds just as good for the directional, but if you want the omnidirectional, which in a quiet room is going to give you that warm, it's going to pick up all the tones of your voice, it can switch back and forth. It actually has 2 pickups, 2 microphones in the tip of it, and you can put it on any headset you want, which is what I love about it, because some headsets have good mics but crappy sound quality and vice versa. This way you can take your best headset, even if it's an audiophile grade planar magnetic headset, and stick it on your head and pop one of these Mod Mics on it, and it works great. And the company that makes it, I think it's Antlion. They actually, I know the CEO of the company. I met him once at a con, and he is a riot, dude. He is one of the funniest guys I've ever met. He literally met me outside of a convention. He texted me. He's like, hey, I want to meet up with you at the con. He's like, I'm like, where's your booth? He's like, oh, I don't have a booth. I just stand outside the con and the people come to me. And I go outside and he literally just hands me a mod mic out of his bag of mod mics. And we're sitting on a rock and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to pay for a booth at a con when I could just sit outside and enjoy this beautiful Seattle air and talk to everybody. And I thought that was so funny. I was laughing my ass off and he was just making tons of jokes and being self-deprecating. It was funny. It was really funny. But he actually does make a solid product. Just so you know, I have a mod mic 4 and a mod mic 5. I use them both at PDX LAN. If you ever watch any of my PDX LAN broadcasts, the mod mic is usually what I'm using. Let's see here. We got ScanSeg just subscribed for tier 1. Thank you so much. Those subscriptions help me every single month have some kind of idea of if I can pay the bills or not. Opinion on Komodo. They are some free tools, and it's pretty good so far. I haven't heard of Komodo. I'll have to go look it up. Let's see here. Michael McAllister again, coming out with 5 bits, says, Security Now is an excellent IT sec podcast if you're interested. That's where I heard about those vulnerabilities yesterday. Okay, so guys, check that out, actually. It's called IT Sec Podcast. I'm going to go look that up. Thank you, Michael McAllister. The cool thing about this live stream is, guys, every morning I get on here completely unprepped. I get out of bed. I jump in the shower, I come upstairs and set up all the equipment because I got to set it up and tear it down because I'm also shooting other videos and I can't just have all the stuff sitting on my desk. I come up here and this is the rawest thing I can do because I have no exposure to the news. I don't know what's going on in the world. Everything that I see during this stream and talk about is from you guys in the chat and from your tip messages and everything like that. That's the entire stream is driven by you guys. And I hope that you love that because I love that and I want to keep this format going. This is actually the best way to wake up in the morning, in my opinion, ever, is to actually roll out of bed, get in front of 600 or 700 people, 750 now, wow, 750 people, and just talk about the stuff that you guys want to talk about. And plus, it gets me fired up for the day. You guys, it's crazy. I have a hard time waking up because I don't sleep well, right? And you guys are like caffeine plus. Plus coffee and Adderall don't hurt either. Let's see here. Lai Tarot gave 5 bits. Oh, that's opinion on Komodo again. Sorry. Crank It Up just subscribed for his 2nd month in a row. I'm starting to see a lot more 2nd month Twitch Prime subscriptions. Thanks. That means you guys are coming back and still feeling like I'm worthy. And I love you. And apparently I missed somebody's bits. Man-Mead, I'm sorry I missed your bits. Hold on. We're going back through here. I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you in my special set of skills. I'm going to say the thing. Mr. Smash, I also missed you. He said, do you still use Glasswire? Yes, I do. Glasswire is an amazing program. There's also some other programs that are more in-depth, but Glasswire is the most intuitive network sniffing program that I've ever used, period. Although there is one called something Wireshark, I think. Wireshark is the more aggressive tool for scanning a network, but Glasswire is almost as good, and it's completely intuitive, and oh my god, is it some of the most polished software I've ever seen. Watch my review on it on YouTube. Just do a search for Barnacules followed by Glasswire. Hell, if you want to see a review on anything, just do Barnacules followed by something. It's awesome. For some reason, I cannot find those bits. Those bits are lost. Where are the bits? Okay, Moxie, you must have dropped the ball. I'm blaming Moxie. I'm blaming Moxie for missing your bits. I am sorry about that. Man-Made, I am sorry I missed your bits, and I hope this makes up for it. There you go. There you go. You're the only person I've ever blown a kiss to on this stream. Hacking to Freedom said, you missed my bits. I donated when Moxie was broken. Hacking to Freedom. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed your bits. What, is everybody going to say I missed their bits now? Are you guys going to troll me now? Probably. That's what everybody on the internet does. Bumper Jumper, thank you for your subscription. I'm sorry if I missed your bits. I apologize. Actually, Moxie shouldn't have been broken. Moxie was up and running the whole time. I think someone's trying to pull a fast one on me. Are you? Are you hacking to Freedom? Are you trying to pull a fast one on me? Be honest. I'm not going to ban you or anything. I'm just curious. Let's see. Michael McBride. I don't know. Do you have any idea why Windows Update on Windows 7 Home would not show up in Glasswire? No, Windows Update should show up in Glasswire. Glasswire sniffs at the system level. It actually inserts its own filter driver. So yeah, no, it should be picking that up. If it's not, please send mail to Glasswire. The other thing too is Glasswire, the developer on it and the guy who created it is super, super attentive. He will respond to everybody's emails. It's awesome. Sandback said, do you have a link to your desk? No, my desk has been discontinued. It's actually a dinner table for 10 from IKEA, and then 2 extra tables to match it that are like for dining ware sets and stuff like that. And I'll tell you right now, if you want to do large format screens and a big desk, look for dinner tables. Dinner tables are where it's at. Let's see here. Tachulu said, make a free BSD video tutorial. Well, just go buy a Mac. If you're using OS 10, you're using BSD. There you go. Done. Silex V1 said, you love all of those bits. Yes, I do. I love them bits. I love them bits so much that I'm going to be like, I love them bits. Them bits are good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Swing blade like them bits. Red Little Sleepy 100. By the looks of things, you need to work out instead of streaming every morning. Well, you know what? You gave me 100 bits, so rock on, dude. You are welcome to say that. But I don't need to work out because I'm trying to get as fat as humanly possible, guys. I didn't want to tell you, but I'm a part of a secret experiment with NASA. They're trying to see how many obese Americans they can put onto the International Space Station using their new heavy lift rocket they're working on with Elon Musk. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I want to lose weight. Of course I want to lose weight. But there's always going to be the assholes online that just keep on saying stuff. But, you know, hey, that's part of the job. I don't care. At least he paid me for it. Most trolls don't pay me for it. So, hey, thank you for that. Red Little Sleepy 100 bits said, by the looks of things you do. Oh, that's the same one, but working on a stream. You know what, though? Don't ban Red Little Sleepy. Okay, mods? Leave Red Little Sleepy alone. Because I think it's refreshing that he actually tipped 100 bits, even though it's 10 cents. Or no, it's $1. He tipped $1 to basically call me fat. And I think that that's actually an interesting thing. I've never had a troll tip the troll. That's a new thing. I don't know how to handle that. But we're not going to ban him yet. We're not going to ban him. Leave him alone. Thugor just gave 10 bits. Thank you. The Angriest Bottle just gave 100 bits. Thank you so much. Nick Evans says, Barnacules, if you move the table on your left closer to you by 5 centimeters, it looks like the cup is on your table. Really? Wait. Like, oh, the bits cup. I see what you're saying. I'm like, you're like, like that. Wow. That was actually pretty genius. I like it. Thank you to Jake Lewis for your Twitch Prime subscription. I really appreciate it. BlazQ said, damn, this stream looks great. The stream looks great because I am coming at you at 60 frames per second on a Sony FDR AX53 webcam. Or not webcam, handycam. And it's outputting through HDMI RAW to an AVIO 4K breakout box, which is right, if you guys can see it, right here. It's warm. And then that's going in through USB 3.0 and straight into OBS. Thank you, Tech Archer, for your Twitch Prime subscription. We got Daniel Georgiou said, my friend got this package that he had meals for a month. They look tasty, but they will make you lose a shitload of weight in a month. You can check them out. I've heard of those things where you get the meal plans and stuff like that. But the truth is, my problem here, let's see, WXCG, thank you for your Twitch Prime. My problem with the dieting, guys, actually isn't necessarily the food. It's when I eat it and the quantity that I eat it. Like, for instance, I usually don't eat breakfast. I usually don't eat lunch. Then I eat a huge dinner, and then my wife goes to sleep, and then I eat, like, everything else that's left in the kitchen before I go to bed. And that's not the right way to do it. But unfortunately, well, actually, you know what? I don't make excuses anymore. I said I wasn't going to make excuses anymore. I just need to lose weight, period. But, baby steps. I'm not going to make any excuses. It's just not happening right now, but it will happen. And actually, you know what? Wait a second. That's not entirely true. Last time I told you guys my weight, I was 305, and now I'm 297. So technically, I've lost like 7 or 8 pounds already. So yeah, I am losing weight. Simmer down. You simmer down. Okay, thank you, AR15 Nerd, for the $1 tip. He said, here's a tip. Never pet a burning dog. Shout out to AR15nerd.com. Wow, he has his own .com. AR15nerd.com. If you are into guns and armor light rifles, go check them out. And that's right, AR does not stand for assault like the media would have you believe. It stands for armor light, the guys that invented it. Let's see here. Ace122301 tipped 10 bits. He said, when are you going to do some game streaming? That's a really good question. I need to do some game streaming because I need to play some games. Because the other day, I fired up my Xbox and I sucked at it. I absolutely sucked. I played a game for about a half an hour. It was Destiny. I fired up Destiny after not playing it forever, and I played the same level 4 times in a row and lost all 4 times. And on the 4th time, I was literally hiding from everything and hoping it would just disappear and go away, and I still somehow lost. So I need to get back to my gaming roots. Gaming was a big part of my life, my entire life, and then somehow that got lost in the stress of adulting, and I need to bring that back. Let's see here, Jose Valentine. But again, I'm not going to just game stream to game stream because it's popular. I'm going to game stream if I want to game stream, because the priority here is for me to love what I'm doing so that you guys can love watching what I'm doing, not me just pandering to you guys. All right, let's see. Tech Archer just subscribed to his Twitch Prime. He said, I love your content. I'm a local PC tech here in New Mexico. Hello, New Mexico. I do all the Windows 10 privacy killers you state in your videos. Keep up the amazing work. I auto-host your channel on mine. That is awesome. Thank you so much. If you guys would like to host my stream, all you have to do is go to your own Twitch channel, type /host, space Barnacules, and you will be broadcasting my stream simultaneously on your channel, and then your chat can interact with you, and your viewers can interact with you while watching my broadcast. It's kind of an interesting thing that Twitch does that I haven't seen another platform do. It's pretty freaking amazing. And my phone is making dinging noises but not turning on the screen, so I have no idea what that's about. Oh, it's Patreon. Patreon notifications. Somebody's doing something over on the Patreon. All right, Voice of Grog gave 50 tokens. He says, why are the subscriber badges a military pack? Looks like Master Sergeant. Because I literally took all of those badges from a Call of Duty graphics pack thing that I found on the internet, and rank made sense, and this gaming platform. That's why I did it. Eventually, I would like to sit down and actually do all custom graphics for everything. That's my goal. So until that happens, you're a Master Sergeant. Let's see here. Thugger gave 20 bits. He said, who else has seen the Alien trailer 100 times just to get bits? Is that what they're running right now? Is the Alien trailer the ad that you're running to get the bits here? That's cool. Alien just cheered 100 bits. He says, when Codegasm starts to come back, will you be playing with Arduinos, Raspberry Pis, or both? Yes. I don't know. The L2C and UART communication tutorials? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. One of my biggest projects that I really want to do is take a Nanook armored case and install a screen into it, two 30,000 mAh USB battery packs in series connected to a Raspberry Pi, probably not a Zero, the heavier hitting one, and then put an emulator on it, two controllers connected through Bluetooth, and have it all close up so that when you pop it, the pressure sensor fires the whole thing up and you've got a portable arcade that will run for days on battery. I'm going to build that. That is coming. Let's see here. We got Tech Archer said, I love your... Oh, wait, no, that's New Mexico. I think I missed a couple people. I'm going to scroll down here. Jose Valentine, thank you for the bits. Ace, thank you for the bits. Lataro, thank you for the bits. Let's see here. Lataro said, you should eat something in the morning. The sooner you eat, the sooner you start your metabolism. Yes, that is why this morning, Miss Barnacules was nice enough to make me some eggs on toast. Now, here's the problem, is for ADHD, I take Adderall. Adderall is an ADHD drug. It's actually an amphetamine-based salt. It's actually really similar to drinking a lot of coffee. And I take that so that I can focus, because ADHD would just make me chase squirrels otherwise. The problem with Adderall is when it boosts your... what does it boost? Is it your metabolism? No, it's not your metabolism. Anyways, it raises your heart rate and it does a couple things, and it kills your hunger. Completely kills your hunger, and that's why some days I go completely without food. What I need to do is wake up, eat the food, then take my medicine in that order. That way I'm actually hungry when I'm eating instead of just trying to force a piece of toast into my face, which is amazing because you wouldn't think a guy with a body like me would have to force anything into my face. It should just like float in there magically and go down my throat and make me go, But it's simply not true. Let's see here. Zarion cheered 5 bits. He said, what would you prefer, the OnePlus 3T or the Samsung S8? Samsung S8 all the way, provided that the batteries don't start exploding and burning people's houses down again. The Samsung Note 7 was the most amazing phone I ever held in my hand. It was so responsive. It finally converted me from iPhone to Android. And then just like that, they took it away from me. Made me angry. The Angriest Bottle gave 100 tips. Keep up the great work. The Jake Lewis has subscribed. Okay, I think we're caught up there. I'm moving back up to the top of the Moxie screen. We have Michael McAllister with another 50 bits. He said, the podcast is called Security Now, not IT Sec, by the way. You're awesome. Sorry, I got that wrong. It's Security Now. The Security Now podcast. Kev Shall Parrish just gave 100 bits. He said, will you see you on Destiny 2 since it's getting a PC release? I'd imagine so. I usually get all the new games at some point. And with the live streaming here, things have been going really great. We still have 732 live viewers. We usually wrap up the stream around 10 a.m. I might run a little bit late today just because you guys are doing such a phenomenal job. But yes, I do want to get the games and I do want to start playing them on here. I'm going to keep the morning coffee with Barnacules going, except for on days when I can't. Like, for instance, I'm going to Bay Area Maker Fair on Wednesday. I'll be down there for 6 days. I'm going to do the morning stream, but it's going to be from a laptop or from a cell phone, and it might be a little shorter depending on what I'm doing and what my schedule's like. But I would love in the afternoon to do a gaming live stream. At some point, I would love to be like, in the morning I do this, and then right before I go to bed, like 2 hours before I go to bed, I jump on and do like a 2-hour live stream playing games. I think it would be absolutely fun. Don't you guys think? Let's see here. Scrolling up to the top, we've got Femavor. Cheered 50 tokens, says, can you please tell us your current camera setup again? Yes, I would be more than happy to tell you. Right now, the camera that I'm using, that you're seeing me on this moment, is a Sony FDR AX53. It has almost an identical sensor to the AX33, which is a cheaper camera with less features. And it is plugged in via an HDMI cable to an AV-IO 4K capture card that's USB and can plug into a laptop or a computer, and it directly encodes with no drivers to OBS. So that's my setup. And then if you want to see the difference, this is 60 frames per second, 1080p on my cam, streaming at 6.5 megabits per second. And this is me on a, well, there's no color. I forgot, did we vote to bring color back on this camera? If we did, I'm going to bring color back. We're doing it. I'm clicking on it. I'm going to configure video. We're doing it. I'm going to grab the color bar. Where's the color bar? Here we go. Okay, we're going to just bring it to there. It doesn't have to be that intense. There we go. Save. And this is what I look like on a Logitech C920. You can see there's a lot more motion blur when I move. It still looks good, though. The C920 is actually a great cam if you're a live streamer, but this is like broadcast quality. Well, I won't say broadcast quality because it's really not broadcast quality, but this is like the camera I would use to shoot my YouTube videos. So that should give you an idea. Do you guys want to know what I'm doing for my lighting? This is where I get everybody. This right here is a daylight panel. It's literally just a daylight calibrated panel that produces sunlight to wake me up in the morning. Well, I have two of them. They're only like 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. And they got a little bracket so you can adjust the angle and put them however you want. And I just set them on my desk. They only have one light setting. You can diffuse them by putting pieces of paper in front of them. And I have one on either side of me to light my face. And I can move them around really easy on the table. I can get them exactly where I want them to more evenly light my face or have a closer light. Like that. It's pretty cool. Works great. So it's killing two birds with one stone. I'm waking up, I'm getting my sunlight to wake my mind, and I'm lighting the stream for you guys. I love situations like that. Thank you, Micro Socks. That's a good name, by the way. He just subscribed with Twitch Prime. He said, doesn't Logitech have a new webcam that's 4K? Yes, they do. Logitech just released a brand new webcam, and so did Razer, although Razer's webcam is infinitely more expensive. But both webcams are capable of 4K at 30 frames per second and 1080 at 60 frames per second. And apparently the sensor they use is actually much more sensitive, so it works better in lower light. I haven't reviewed the camera yet, but Logitech, I haven't reached out to them. I'll reach out to Logitech, see if I can get some review samples, because I would love to review those cameras and see how well they work. And if they don't get back to me, then I'll just buy them. Let's see here. Kelly Gamp just subscribed with Twitch Prime, said Penn Jillette lost 100 pounds in 16 weeks. Yes, he did, but did you also see how unhealthy Penn Jillette looks now? He seems like he's way lower energy, and he's slowed down a whole lot. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's excellent that he lost the weight, but I noticed the same thing when I did a diet where I lost weight rapidly, as I got exhausted. I got really, really exhausted. The amount of energy that I have being a heavy set guy versus the amount of energy I had when I lost like 50 pounds rapidly is night and day difference. But I'd imagine that once you settle and you get used to it and you hold that weight, that all the energy comes back and then some. But in the process, oh my gosh. Let's see here. Going through here. Zarion22 just tipped 17 bits. Can I get a Barnacules Samsung S8 case? Probably not for 17 bits, but if I get an S8, I probably will make a case for it, and if I do, I will upload it to Thingiverse so that you guys can all print one out. Scrolling on down through here, make sure I didn't miss anything. We got Desmond Bradley. He said, not eating causes weight gain by the body giving into survival mode and storing everything it can as you eat crap because of perceived food shortage. Fair enough, but at the same time, I'm not hungry, and I don't eat. So I need to solve those problems. I honestly need to solve those problems. And to let you guys know, I don't mind talking about my weight loss and stuff on the live stream, but you notice I kind of abandoned it on the YouTube channel. And the reason being is everybody has an opinion on weight loss. Everybody. Every single person. Fat people, skinny people, fitness trainers, people with no legs, people with no arms. Everybody's got something to say about fitness and what you have to do. But the problem that I noticed was people that give support towards diets expect you to do something that they want you to do to support you. Even if you're actively losing weight, if you're not doing it the way that they want you to do it, they will demonize it and attack you for it. Not everybody, but enough people did it that I decided, you know what? My weight is my problem. I'm going to have to deal with it offline. This is something that just needs to be handled by me, because the community pretty much proved that they can't be trusted with just cheering me on and helping me and being a support system. Because I have one guy telling me I can't eat meat. It's because I'm eating meat that I'm doing this. I have another guy saying that I need to eat nothing but one certain type of food that only cavemen can find. And then I have another person telling me that I have to do a certain exercise every day, 3 times a day, and it doesn't matter what I eat if I do those exercises. And it's just too much. So what I do is I talk to John Gloud, Obese to Beast. He's actually a really cool guy. Check him out on Twitter. He went from like 400 and some pounds down to a bodybuilder. A bodybuilder, guys. I bought 2 of his t-shirts. He's absolutely amazing. Let's see here. Garth Vaderson just tipped $4. He says, let's make it around $100. Thank you so much. We just hit $100 on the tip bar. Thank you, Garth, and thank you everybody else that contributed to that. This is one of my primary revenue sources, so I hope that I'm giving you guys some value. I hope that I'm entertaining you guys. I'm guessing at 753 live viewers, you guys are having a good time, or you probably are just downstairs drinking coffee at work and left my live stream running, in which case, hell, I'm still very, very thankful. Maximum Casey just gave 400 bits. He said, hey, Jerry, new $50 patron love. Hey, dude, thank you so much. $50 Patreon level. We're going to be having a voice chat this month, one-on-one on Discord. That's going to be fun. He said, what do you think about virtual Mac OS to use Final Cut Pro X? The reason I don't think that's a good idea is unless you're using hardware virtualization, which I don't think you can run Mac OS under hardware virtualization. I'll have to look into that with Windows. But you're going to lose a lot of performance. Video editing is heavily CPU and GPU intensive, which means you're going to want to be as close to bare metal as possible. So I think virtualization is probably the wrong thing to do in that situation. That Bearded Frog just subscribed on Twitch Prime. He said, you helped me a lot fighting true depression and anxiety. You're great and continue the great work. Thank you, the Breaded Frog. Depression and anxiety, there is no cure for it. I doubt there will ever be a cure for it, but I'm glad that I can give you some insight and show you that somebody else is going through the same shit, and it is possible to live with it and live happy with it to some degree. NovaWill72, enjoying the live stream. Keep it up. Thank you. That is another Twitch Prime subscription. You guys are awesome. And then QT Pop TV coming at me with 100 bits. Thank you. That is the giant purple bit he just chucked into that cup right there. And Battery Acid gave me 21 itty-bitty bits, and he said 1v1 me, Genji, and Overwatch. I can 1v1 a 4-year-old and still get my ass kicked in Overwatch. Ever since they nerfed Reinhardt, I haven't really played Overwatch. Because I used to just take Reinhardt, just drop him down to mode, and just annihilate everything from a mile away, and I can't do that anymore. Let's see here. Desmond Brady said, I need a basic primer on robotics remote control. Robotics is something I'm getting hugely interested in now. I do want that to be a part of the Codegasm. I want to merge the Codegasm series into some robotic stuff. You guys know I have a 5-axis CNC or 5-axis robotic arm that I can deploy on my desk that's completely open source and programmable. If you guys want to see that video, it's on YouTube. Just do a search for Barnacules and Dexter. Dexter. Maximum Casey just threw down with 500 bits. Just bam! Battle of the bits. Let's go. We still have Bitswin SDK sitting at the top as the cheerleader for the stream with 2,000 bits. 2,000 bits, with the record for the channel being... actually, no, the record for the channel wasn't 10,000. It was 14,000. There was one guy on one stream that did 14,000. I'm sorry. Sorry I missed you. The Moxie board actually has your name. I just got to go find it. Let's see, where did the X-Carve go? The X-Carve is actually downstairs behind the Carvey. The Carvey is the new machine I'm using. The X-Carve is just too big for my makerspace. So what we're doing is we're moving the X-Carve, which is a CNC machine. We're moving that over to Darth Tigger's garage because he has a huge garage. And we're going to set it up over there. And I'm also going to diversify some of my equipment out to other makerspaces so that I can move around and do more stuff and not use up so much of my personal space while enabling the community to do some cool stuff with my equipment. Tom equals D said, tipped you $5. Said, hey Tom, how's it going, bro? How's it going? Femiavore is now following me. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Fidget Cube gave a bit. Thank you. Bay Lankum just gave 50 bits. Thank you. No message. And thank you, Poop Spectre, for the follow, and Tutti Torzy Rosie for the follow, guys. Thank you for the follows. Right now, we currently have on the stream 94,783 views. I'm going to celebrate when I get to 100,000 views on the platform. I think we got like 49,000 followers or something like that. It's been a really exciting adventure, guys. I've spent most of my online career on YouTube. That's why I have a nearly 900,000 subscriber channel over there. It's only recently that I've started really live streaming. I did some stuff with Jay. I did the Tech Talk thing every week. You guys probably remember that if you follow me or Jay's 2 cents. And now I'm starting to get into more live streaming, mainly because the YouTube platform, the AdSense has gone downhill. I mean, it's crashing hard. So obviously I'm not going to be able to support my family on ad revenue. But, big but here, I love making YouTube videos and I want to keep making the YouTube videos, even if they stop making money. If I can make the money in other places so that I can keep making the YouTube videos and keep all my content alive, that is awesome. And then the side effect of this whole adventure is here we are on day 9 doing this live stream. And I've been having an amazing time doing it because you guys have made it way better than I thought it was. And for the first time, I finally understand why people love live streaming so much. Like, I've done it before. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a stranger to live streaming. I just don't do it on the regular. I usually do it when I'm at PDX Land or something like that, and I have a good time. Or I do it at Puget Systems, and I have a good time. But really just sitting down in the morning and just having a live stream that has no purpose other than me just sharing my life with you guys and hanging out with you guys, this has been freaking amazing. This has been the highlight of my last week. And trust me, I do not wake up at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. I just don't. And I've done it now 9 times. It's absolutely crazy. Our Chief Gaming just subscribed. He said, "Suh," S-U-H, "Suh." Suh, Chief Gaming. Suh. Thank you, Duriel, for the follow. Thank you, WizNat, for the 5 bits. Capo. Atroxic just tipped $5. He said, "Do you have a GitHub account?" Yes, I do. Go on GitHub and do a search for Barnacules, and you will find all of the resources for Codegasm. And if you can't find it for some reason, go watch an episode of Codegasm. Expand the video description, guys. On all my videos, expand the video description, and you will see the link to the GitHub projects that are explained in the video. Tyneson just tipped $15. Another guy just throwing down. That is not an inconsequential amount of money. Thank you so much. He said, "Greetings from Bothell." Bothel's really close to me, and another former MS employee. So I'm going to guess by former, you probably got laid off just like I did, and I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope that you found something better. You know, that's the one... Sorry, booger's call. That's the one thing that actually makes me really happy, is that most of the people I know that got laid off from Microsoft all landed in better jobs. Most, not all, but most of them landed in better jobs because there were so many companies